What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. Continuing on. Got about 4 hours I can play today. I want to continue the Elpis storyline, so we're jumping right into it. This way. Jumped on a little bit last night to work on journal stuff. Get that quest line done, but now we can jump back into Elpis. There's like a Christmas kid thing we're going to at 3, so probably get off at like 2:30-ish. I'm hoping we can get through this zone in that time. That's true. I wanted to try something. How do I, hang on a second. System. I'm not sure if this is updated, but I'm going to try it. It's the combat tracker. Oh, update. Where is this crystal at? I'll be up there. How do I get up there? There's an entrance right here. Huh. It's the you know what I'm talking about, the DPS tracker. Damage meter. So that I can see how I'm doing. Maybe it's over this way. Oh, I don't care about uploading logs. I just use it to track my own DPS. To see how I'm doing rotation-wise and whatnot. More than anything, it just helps me to optimize my timings and shit. Yeah, maybe this guy knows where it's at. Let's follow him. Nope, he jumped right off. Damn it. Devin, where's this damn thing? I've been running around. I cannot find this fucking concept crystal. It's here somewhere. This is the hardcore content. Find this fucking crystal that has vanished. Is that it? See people gathered over there. That must be it. Please be it. No, this is out of the zone. Planning on doing some harder core content? I'm still a casual player, so probably no. Wait, that looks promising. Nope, they're also out of the zone. If I knew it was going to be fucking hidden, would have knocked this out last night. Never played an MMO and I would like to start. Which one do you think is simple and worth playing? I mean, you might as well just play Final Fantasy because it's the best out there, right? Like, why buy a shittier sandwich when you can get the best tasting sandwich? we're checking for chords. We are 5 minutes in and we have not found this thing. And I found a video clip. Oh god, it's right there. Jesus, talk about hidden. I ran all over this place except for right there. Wait, what did I miss? Somebody said BDO? Black Desert? Oh, bro, no. No, no. Black Desert isn't even in the top 5 best MMOs. That's not even an opinion, that's just a fact. Non-existent PvE content. The leveling is like just terrible. Your big 3 are Final Fantasy, ESO, and WoW. Beyond that, everything else is basically fighting for 4th and 5th, but I would even put, like, New World ahead of BDO. BDO is not good. BDO is like a shiny new sports car that you bought when you didn't have the money to afford it. It seems really cool, and it's really fun to drive for, like, the first week or 2. And then when reality sets in of the grind you're gonna have to do just to make that car payment, you quickly want to get rid of it because you realize it's not worth it at all. That's Black Desert Online in a nutshell.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like.
No, this is also with Final Fantasy and ESO. You can play on console.
Will you tell us your tale?
Why don't you start from the beginning?
And he's really going from the beginning. Like, let me tell y'all everything that happened.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Venat?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any, but we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
And that's the Sundering.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this Zodiark in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again. Emet-Selch, wait!
Emet-Selch, big mad.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
It's the energy. The unseen energy.
Ah yes, the energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteion? Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, just time for
Dynamis
action.
definitely involved.
The
I still have my
missing
theory
pieces of
there's
the
like
puzzle are here, I'm
dynamis
certain
world
of
eaters
it.
out there.
And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. Venat is the man Azam described to me. We've not seen the last of him.
There are dynamis world eaters that seek out Aether and eat it like fucking Marvel's Galactus. That is why we were sent back here, to learn about dynamis. And I bet Hermes' little people that he sent out into space, they're the ones who bring the world eaters here unwillingly. Yeah, their eyes probably just glow like that because they're like a higher being. Or the culmination of all the souls together. The original human or something. Party was fun. There are flying, but you need to get all the, basically wind currents in an area to be able to fly. When are they gonna make him go live, Tyler? Did I just start out in this? I was like, I'm level 87. It's a big no. Been playing this game since launch. Game is $13 a month. Why does, is it explained why she has a white robe and everyone else has a black robe? Is it because she's like an ex-member of the convocation? Gotta figure out lunch real fast.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place? Dark, hidden places, rife with danger. Those have an altogether different, but no less powerful sort of appeal. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
I'll be at the 6 zone soon. Maybe even this stream if we're lucky.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word.
Is there still a queue if you're starting from the beginning? Yes.
You know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the
I mean, you could pick a server that has almost no one in it,
what exactly is
and then your queue would be irrelevant.
how formed the laws of nature, whence sprung mankind.
But the portion of the game you're in has no impact. Unless you're on the free trial, which in case you won't get in at all.
Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt
Margaret, the
impossible
big dono
anymore.
coming in.
If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now.
Don't worry about that. As Hydaelyn, you will feel everything in the planet.
Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose. My love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end.
Your English
Safe
is
in the
fine, buddy.
knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteion. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteion, the Meteion, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
I gotta remember, it's not like the wait times are... I mean, you're not sitting at your computer waiting to get in. Like, I wanted to play last night, I just jumped into queue while I was out at the party, and then when I came home, like, 3 hours later, the game was waiting for me to play. What? I didn't change, like, anything. Does this helmet just not go on because I'm a bunny man, or is it, like, hidden somehow? All it's showing is the jaw thing, but the jaw thing is the... Oh, it's not showing the fucking helmet. That sucks. Tuck my ears into the helmet then. I want to see what it looks like. Alright, let me order this food real fast. Radz-at-Han. Kids burger. Kids cheeseburger bites with French fries. There's kids. Kids cheeseburger bites with French fries. Hang on a second, I'll make this call. Alright, we good. Argos is her creation that will follow her wherever. Fight Hydaelyn. Looking up pictures of the Behemoth Queen armor so I can see what it looks like. Alright, the helmet actually looks pretty derpy. It's like a behemoth mouth with your face in the middle. So, I'm okay without that. About to beat Hydaelyn's ass. I sure about that? Yeah. Well, I am. Don't you worry. She's about to get fucking dunked on.
Let neither side hold back.
What?
My blade sings!
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I made it. What? Ah, shit.
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter.
What? The fuck? Oh, here we go.
Have a taste.
Please do not talk about the ending for Halo whatsoever. I will have to ban you from this chat. And then you will never be able to comment again.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself.
You're gonna need more than the fucking moves of Titan to beat me?
We've only just begun. Come at me with your all.
Halfway there.
Well, let us move to the final trial.
I don't know what this thing is, but I feel like I gotta kill it. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's too many of them, bro. No, 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 no. Bro. How? How? Can you even beat this? Alright, her Aether's only at 71.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Jesus. I survived.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Told you I was gonna beat that ass. Told you I was gonna beat that ass.
Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
I am your chosen.
One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Double puppy.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
I don't think you can actually kill her. I think you just need to survive that final onslaught and make it up there. But I have a feeling if her Aether had been any higher, I think I would have been knocked out and the dialogue would have been different. She probably would have said some shit like, well, that was a good try. I am impressed by how well you did. Because I barely had life left. Yeah, those orbs were no joke, though. When those 3 orbs managed to get in, and that shit jumped from like 20 to 70, I was like, eek. That got me a little apprehensive there. Cherry blossom.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are 2 ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Dynamis World Eaters.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
You will get death. Death awaits the star.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteion, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
Those are apples.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Yo, what if Meteion hears back from the other ones and she's the secret boss? The secret boss is actually cute little mini Garuda girl? Oh, bro, that would be fucked up. Like connecting to shared conscious. Must destroy planet.
So, what is your opinion? I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
I mean, it has to have something to do. Like, all I know is the story is gonna involve the Meteion who left the planet. Like, absolutely. I mean, we're trying to solve final days type shit, and we find out that Hermes, aka Elpis, previously sent out little magical dynamis beasts into space. Like, there's no way they aren't pulled in for a big reveal in some way. There's a, like, disgusting number of quests that I can pick up. Oh yeah, Fandaniel, not Elpis. Sorry, got my names mixed up. Let me bang out these two quests. Let me actually check on my Aether currents. Elpis, 2 currents, 3 quests. So these are the 2 last quests I need, because the third one will obviously be like the final story quest for this zone. Yeah, unless PC Elden Ring doesn't like run smooth, there's no reason to not do it on PC. Because the inclusion of mods is, I mean, they're mods. Mods are good. And I have no reason to believe it wouldn't run like a fucking dream on PC, considering it's basically the same engine as Dark Souls. And I can completely buttfuck Dark Souls with a 3080. A big angry Minotaur man. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Got some pasta coming from Chili's. Delicious. Cajun chicken and pasta with Alfredo. And some Southwest egg rolls. Isn't Dark Souls 3 on PC filled with PvP cheaters who amongst other things ruin other people's saves? So, one, no. It's not that common. Yeah, there's cheaters, but like they're not. It's not like every fucking fight you run into is a cheater. I mean, with all of the PvP I did on Dark Souls 3 PC, I think I ran into maybe 1 or 2 hackers in the hundreds of hours I played, so it's not common at all. 2, saves can be backed up. My saves are typically backed up to begin with, because if I'm in the middle of recording and, you know, there's a power outage or something, I don't want to be like, well, we were supposed to fight this new boss, but then my computer crashed, so y'all just gotta pretend that you got to watch me kill him, because that would suck dick. So my saves are already backed up. And the, you know, like I said, the cheaters aren't that common. So ultimately, no. The pros vastly outweigh the cons. And like, just look at convergence. You know, you can't do convergence on PS5 or Series X. Where does this person want to go? Wants to go to the teleporter? Yeah, that's the other thing, especially for like the Let's Play and the walkthrough. More than likely, I'm not going to be doing any multiplayer at all. Just because for the Let's Play, I'd rather just, you know, get through the game and explore everything and not be worried about PvP. And in the walkthrough, I definitely don't want to worry about PvP. So it's not until like my 4th playthrough of the game that I would consider going through with like the dried finger and basically. Because the thing is, especially as a streamer, if I'm doing a dried finger playthrough and I'm streaming it, it's just gonna be non-stop fucking invasions. It's gonna be like a line of people just waiting to fight, which is fucking exhausting. Like, P was talking about this the other day, because he was on, like, Dark Souls 1, and he had a little build set up where he was playing, you know, trying to do, like, low-level invasions, and he couldn't do low-level invasions, because it was just people in chat making, like, speed running to make a fucking twink, and be waiting for P to invade him, just because they wanted to fight him. It's the downside of being, like, a Soul streamer, is people are like, we're gonna fucking fight a guy! And it's like, I just want to fucking play, you know? I don't feel like being sniped constantly. I just want to... Like, you remember with Demon Souls, we had that weird fucking Japanese dude that got obsessed with me and was, like, just invading over and over and over again? Like, that shit gets exhausting. Just because, you know, it's like you want to fight other people. You want to have variety, and instead you have this one person who gets a weird obsession with you that just, you know, insists on getting into the game, and they'll do whatever they can to get into your game. Oh, he was 100% stream sniping. I'd like move to, I'd be in one zone, move to a second zone, he'd show up in the second zone. I'd move from the second zone to a third zone, he'd show up to the third zone. The dude was like literally following me wherever I tried to invade. Because he had a weird boner for fighting me. An Aether Current here? Yes, there is. $1271 to the south. the last one, 1271. It's got to be like all the way down here. Savior, thanks. Hang on. I want to get the last eighth of current. And my food's just about here, which is great timing, because I feel like we're about to come up on some juicy cutscenes. Right over here. You'll be able to see it any moment. Ah, there it is. And I already know, but just to confirm. There we go. Now I'm back to pointing Okos. We go to teleporter over to here, and then we're gonna go get our food. That mount looks slow because it has a very long gait, but I promise you it is the same speed as every other mount in the game. We actually did a showcase of exactly that the other day. Alright, be right back. Gonna get my food. Alright, I've returned with food. Job are we playing? Reaper. Bike's faster than the others. I don't think it is. Pretty sure the only time mounts are faster is in like special cases, like Boja, where you can get speed upgrades. I don't know of an individual mount that is faster than other mounts. The SDS Fenrir bike mount has increased speed for Shadowbringer zones. This mount can travel at the first enhanced level of mount speed in areas where increased mount speed is available. Only used by my characters require the person. Chocobo, blah, 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 blah. So there are certain areas where the motorcycle is faster and you need to pay $30 for it. Does not seem worth. Behemoth can fly. The amount of AoE potential that we have is honestly just insane. Hermes, where are you? Hermes. Hermes. Alright, where the fuck is Hermes at? Ah, there he is.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Star Eaters.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without a Theris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh shit, here we go.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report. It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please. Stop!
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared. So lonely. The pain. It's too much. Why? Why? Why do we... They hurt. Hurt.
What the fuck?
This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
There's definitely a fucking world eater thing out there, bro. Okay, so it wants me to be up top. I don't think it's the moon bunnies. They were created by Hydaelyn. It can't be the moon bunnies. Oh, these things are like baby Marlboros. How weird. Probably right around that rock. Oh, there it is. I gotta work on my book. I didn't do my Wondrous Tales like at all this week. But I should. So I can use it to level up Summoner. But we're not doing that shit right now. Ugly looking thing. And Selk just hanging out. You wanna go, you little thing? I'm gonna have to put you back into that pot. The report's gonna be like, you are all dead. Everything else is dynamis. Your planet will be destroyed. What's in the report? What's in the report? It's kind of messed up that we need to, like, basically, like, corner and capture. We're gonna, like, corner her and it's gonna be like the fucking Conjuring or something. Eyes go all black, goop starts flowing out, and we learn that there's, like, an embodiment of death and decay in the universe that's just waiting to rip apart our planet. Get us quick.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Couldn't Emmett Selk just like creation wall magic, like boom, and like summon a big fucking wall that blocks her? He's gonna like flick his wrist and that thing's gonna be a cage or some shit.
Please, Meteion. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
It's like every other planet's already been gobbled up.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found. Only their lingering essence.
Yeah, something's destroying fucking populations.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
That life is meaningless.
Meteion, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What the fuck?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Guessing that's our next duty. So far, though, I'm not sure about my original theory, because it sounds more like You know, it just shows that life is meaningless and humanity is always doomed to distinction, versus there being some Galactus-style motherfucker out there that's eating worlds. But if the star is just doomed to extinction, there has to be something that sets that in motion. As they said, an outside force that is causing those feelings to manifest. Maybe it's a world eater that's causing, I don't know. I'm gonna stick to my world eater theory for now. I guess they serve as the duty finder. Kistis Hyperborea. So, Hythlodasis could be a bard. Emmett Selk could be...
Let's get this over with.
either a tank or a DPS. And Venat could be anything. I feel like Emmett Selk would be a DPS though. You know, like a black mage or something.
Let's get this over with.
I kind of want to bring them. I mean, I know it'll take a lot longer, but part of me is like, should I bring them in the duty instead? Let me queue. Let's see what the queue is first. It's less than 5 minutes. Bring them, it won't take any longer, it's easy. Alright, well, we'll bring them along. I mean, how often can you have Emmett Selk in your party, you know? All right, let's go, folks. Sprint.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Have a taste.
So Venat's playing like a white mage, I guess, with arrow and water and stone. Hydaelyn is doing fucking nothing. He's just sitting back there.
I see you.
So cool how this place is just like biomes broken apart.
Out of my way.
It actually spams your screen if you have party animations on. Spams it with what? Arrows everywhere. Alright, now I'm kind of curious. Where's that at? That's under display, I think. Character configuration, general bottom. Battle effects, party, show all. Alright, let's see how spammy he gets. Teostra. We're going into the icy part of the zone.
I see you. See, this dungeon is actually a pretty important
part of lore, because it goes to show that even the most useless and weakest of characters are still able to play a bard and become decent. Very important.
I see you opening.
My way.
I see you opening.
The communio should be somewhere else. I don't know. I'll just leave it there for now. Lisa. We have no choice but to force our way.
I see you opening. I see you.
Was it seriously trying to hide from us?
I'm not entirely useless.
What does limited do? I turned it off just because having party effects on gets to be a bit overkill.
I'm not entirely useless.
Have a taste.
Level up. So I got Plentiful Harvest now. And what else? Enhanced Arcane Circle. Which I think... Yeah. Circle of Sacrifice. Duration. Also receives Bloodstone Circle to self, allowing you to receive stacks of Immortal Sacrifice from party members under the effects of your Circle of Sacrifice. And then those stacks are what I use for Plentiful Harvest, I think. Oh, cool. Got some aiming gear. And it kind of matches the gear I already have on. Let's see. Yeah, this armor set looks fucking good. Can I get this whole armor set in this dungeon? Let me look it up. How do I spell this? K-T-I-S-E-O-S. K-T-I-S-E-O-S armor of maiming. Kiss. I don't see... Wait. No, that's not it. I can't find a full picture of it online, but I bet it looks fucking sick. Wrong way. Come on, party, keep up. Let's go. Your little feet's moving. I wish I could find, like, just a visual of the whole thing. Searching for it, though, like, there's nothing. Sucks. Was there any chests back in the first part that I missed? Like, just world chests? World chests are usually, like, after the first boss, I feel like. I'm so used to other people just, like, snagging shit up. Probably not. We're gonna see how well this works. This might be very bad. Alright, Emmett, it's up to you, buddy. Attack enemies that are straightly in front of you. What's Immortal Sacrifice cost 1 stack. Potency increase up to 800 as stacks of Immortal Sacrifice exceed minimum costs. Increase Shout gauge by 50. Cannot be executed while under the effects of Bloodstone Circle. Consumes all Immortal Sacrifice stacks. Hit Circle of Sacrifice to members for 5 seconds. Additional effect grants Bloodstone Circle to self. 6 seconds. When you or party members under the spell's effect land a weapon skill or cast a spell, the Reaper who applied it may be generate a stack of Immortal to a maximum of 8 for 30 seconds. So, I pop Arcane Circle once every 2 minutes. And then, when Arcane Circle goes off, it's going to allow Plentiful Harvest to just dookie all over shit. Basically. And then it would make more sense to do Arcane Circle, Plentiful, and then Camino for my final there. Is there any other way for me to get stacks of this? The Ring of Slaying, that's also good for me. Bipedal Wolf.
I see you opening.
There's a big Paul. Emma, help me. Where's the rest of the party? Come on, get over here. They're leaving Emmett for dead, dude. Big nukies.
Stand firm.
Give me something else. Yay, fending. I don't care about that. Ladan Lord. This guy looks spicy.
my way.
I see you, opening. I see you, opening.
My way.
I'm not entirely useless.
Oh my god. I just gotta stand wherever Venat is and I'll be safe.
My way.
You gotta love how they know exactly where to stand.
Have a taste.
I see you, opening.
Gloves of striking. I need maiming. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna have one of my little thingies here. My little 8 ropes. Ugh. You give me the right ranch? This looks like regular ranch. This don't look like... I don't know if it's the avocado ranch they're supposed to give me, but...
I cannot let you take Meteion. Not be gone.
My way.
I kind of want to come back through this as a tank just to see Emmett Selk shit on stuff as a DPS. And I'm guessing if you come through as a healer, Venat probably becomes the tank and Emmett's the DPS.
my way.
More Gunbreaker, it's so OP in this X-Spec.
Have a taste.
Out of my way.
I'm either gonna level up my Summoner or my Ninja next. I did enough tanking last X-Spec.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
I'm not entirely useless.
Have a taste.
I mean, everybody that's playing Summoner now says that Summoner is just really fun. Streams are mostly just me getting through the main story quest. After that, I'll probably just go back to occasionally streaming it like once every couple weeks to do raids and shit. There's a lot of games coming up. I mean, especially once we get into January. And we got Monster Hunter Rise on PC. And I think it'd be really fun to play that with a focus around doing viewer hunts for basically the entire thing, since I already know like the game and all that. So just make it like it'll basically be just like pure community night. Like every Monster Hunter stream is gonna be like make a lobby, play through quests with people. Until Sunbreak, and then I'll fly solo again, of course. But I'll be right back.
I'm not entirely useless.
Right. Yeah, doing the duty finder, or not the duty finder, but this thing was definitely the right call. I wouldn't have been able to take breaks to go pee and eat my egg rolls if I was running in a regular group. Up we go! I don't think I missed any chests. I wasn't paying attention as much, so maybe.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction. I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and pain, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power! Dancing wind, here's my foe!
I'm not entirely useless.
Stars on high, all is rage!
My way.
I'm not entirely useless.
I thought Crest of Time eventually becomes a party AoE. Yeah, nearby party members within a radius of 15 yalms and barriers completely absorb. Oh, okay, so after mine goes off, then everyone else gets it. Got it. Oh, shit.
I'm not entirely useless.
Ah! Ooh!
Dancing winds, here's my foe!
Stunned. I wanted to read the wiki or something. I don't quite get why Hermes went from let's hear the report Meteion to fight me. So when it became clear that whatever Meteion knows has the potential to threaten the star, Emmett Selk's immediate course of action was, alright, we need to, you know, she has to come with us before the 14. There's no other choice, you know, she has to, Oh, I'm dead. Well, that's what I get for trying to pop out a fucking thing too early. But basically, Emmett Selk is like, alright, we need to fucking bring her in and find out what she knows. And yeah, that sucked, right? End of the fight. Whatever. Emmett Selk wants to bring her in, find out what she knows, and Hermes would rather her, you know, he wants to hear the full report and he wants to know everything she learned and, you know, let her continue her mission. And Emmett Selk's like, no, we need to bring her in now. Hey, look, I missed a chest. See, he basically is just saying, like, I need time. And Emmett Selk's like, nah.
Gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power.
Have a taste.
Dancing winds. Here's my foe! Stars on high! War is rage!
Oh shit. I should just fucking follow them and stop trying to... I keep forgetting to keep up my DPS thing.
Stars on high! War and rage!
Now we gotta get to this one, which is not damaged.
Prepare yourself. Have at you.
Yeah, have at you.
Even when transformed, I am not finished yet.
Finish him! That ass has been beat. Now you're going to the naughty boy prison. That's not actually what happens. Coat of maiming. Oh, and an extra, I got a revolver and then a free coat of maiming. Oh, bro, look how fucking edgy I look now. Oh my god. Is that not the most reapery shit you have ever seen? Look at it. Oh my god. I definitely gotta come back in here just to get the arms. I need the full outfit. Look at the edge. Look at the edge. I mean, I don't even need to worry about the head, because it's like the head doesn't fucking show. But I definitely need the arms to maximize the edgelord. I'm Bunny Bringer of Death. Slap. Type /C pose. That's pretty edgy. I mean, the headpiece probably won't show up with my bunny ears, though.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody.
How long do we got till the next zone, Devin?
And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course.
Return to some old areas after this. It'll be quite a while before the next zone.
But I have failed.
At the end of this, then a lot of
And that
Charlian.
wish
Okay.
will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of
She's about to fucking transform.
They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hold sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Who were you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
What the fuck?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does not stand to reason that we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say you, all right. Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish in starve. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos, awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated.
Shit.
Awaiting instruction.
Command, universal memory alteration. Target area, Catesis Hyperborea.
And that's why none of them know about this shit.
Arrival of MSQ of the convocation at Propylion.
Bro.
Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to MSQ and Hydaelyn's. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteion, to the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Very well then.
Blast that little bitch out of the sky. Oh no, we didn't. We marked it.
But not forever.
Meteion's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
Wait, so she escaped too, along with me? But then wouldn't Venat know of what is to come? I guess maybe that's why she ends up making Hydaelyn?
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and his Hydaelyn, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape. What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Ktisis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly, in which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
So I guess Meteion getting away and talking about how they're going to go to the edge of the universe and just gather hate and despair. Because I mean, at first glance, it's like, well, how's Meteion going to be responsible for destroying a planet? That's not possible, but I guess the whole thing is she's going to be out there just gathering dynamis in the form of negative emotion.
Thank goodness you are
and then bring that to Aetheris to destroy it.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venat and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venat was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person,
but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venat about it when next we meet.
Yes, yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
What would stop Venat from
Once
just
you are fit to travel, you
telling
return
them?
with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Oh, true, yeah. If the final days doesn't happen, we don't ever exist.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
So real quick, is there any way to check, like, the actual loot table for the dungeon? Like, if I want to get the Gestesos, the other pieces, is it just random, or will it, like, drop off of a specific boss? Like, could I go in there and just kill the first boss over and over and over again until I get my shit? Would it make more sense to just run the whole dungeon? Like, basically, like, you know, in WoW, you can look and see, okay, boss 1 drops this dagger. I only want to get my dagger. I'll fight boss 1. I wasn't sure if it's, like, you know, for the particular pieces of gear I'm messing, like, oh, the final boss is the chest piece and the weapons, but the first 2 bosses are where you get the other shit from. And Trust Mode Dungeon has guaranteed 1 piece of class loot, but that's it. By the way, how much longer do we have in Elpis? Because I have to wrap up within, I mean, I don't know, at the very latest, within like 30 minutes, I probably have to be done. Can we finish Elpis in that time? Because if we go back to Sharlayan from here, what I think makes the most sense is we finish Elpis, we wrap the stream there. The Sharlayan shit I can just kind of do on my own because it's Sharlayan. Unless y'all think it's particularly spicy. And then when we're getting ready for the new zone, stream more again. One cutscene and it ends. What about the stuff in, the stuff that goes down back in Sharlayan? Is it just kind of like more You know, hey, we know what's happening. Hey, look, I can fly. Flying behemoth. Look how fucking weird that looks. It's worth streaming the things after. Ugh. I mean, y'all gotta remember, like, the thing is, I should probably be done the main story quest by now, but if I'm only doing it when I'm streaming everything, that's a lot harder. Will be a duty in Garlemald. I mean, duties would be good to stream. But y'all were saying something about, like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of Charlian shit you gotta do. That sounds like busy work shit.
It is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Ryan's 2 or 3 hours, lots of stuff goes down that's worth streaming. Ugh.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
So do I just fast travel there if I want to go back? Like, how does that work? Because I mean, technically it's in the past. I just freely fast travel?
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandana.
And the final days came. Also, wouldn't Hydaelyn in the future be aware of all this? Instead of just giving me, or maybe Hydaelyn in the future had to provide vague messages so that I would go back into the past so that the series of events would flow the way they did. I don't know. Time skip stuff is always fucky to me because there's so many like whatabouts when it comes to timeline manipulation.
I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end.
Imagine your magics go out of control and then they eat you. Big suck.
That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
Because the ether keeps out the dynamis.
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable.
This is your fault,
A
dickhead.
reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
I mean, I think you can blame Hermes.
Mighty Zodiark,
You can blame... I don't know, we'll talk about it in a second.
of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old. The days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
She's like, I'm gonna have to cut a bitch.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential. In his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
Is this her creating Hydaelyn? Is she just like sacrificing these people to become Hydaelyn? That was her sundering the star right there? No, she becomes Hydaelyn before the sundering, I thought. I thought her becoming Hydaelyn is why the sundering takes place.
Excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering, to mire and plague.
Yeah, she don't look too good. Why is she just like dying in this weird void?
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured.
She's looking fucking rough.
To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Nasty looking.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
We going into space to fight Bird Girl. So the thing I don't get, and this, so all right, if we go back to Shadowbringers, right? We see the mural depicting Zodiark and Hydaelyn fighting, which I mean obviously could have just been an interpretation. That doesn't mean that they literally fought. But what Emmett Selk explained to us that there was the source. This is off of the Final Fantasy fandom wiki. At the Crystarium, Emmett Selk explained how ages ago only the Source World existed where the Ascian people live, and regaled Zodiark and Hydaelyn's original story. When Hydaelyn had shattered Zodiark and the world, even the Ascian souls themselves had been split into 14, leading to the birth of the myriad of people living in this new world, blah 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 blah. So the sundering doesn't happen until Hydaelyn performs the sundering, not Venat. But right there in that cutscene, that seemed like it was Venat. So I guess the question is, when exactly did the when did Hydaelyn come into being exactly? Let's see what the wiki has on that subject. So from what the wiki has, Hydaelyn, let's see. Hydaelyn, also known as the Source. That's not the Hydaelyn I want to see. I want to know Hydaelyn, the god. This is the wrong Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn character. Here we go. Science learn of Hydaelyn's true nature is that of an elder primal created by a splinter group of ancients that opposed those who created Zodiark. They learned that the Echo was not her gift, but a remnant power of the ancients that lay dormant in every soul, since every soul is the source in the 13, the Sundering. So I'm trying to remember what exactly they opposed with Zodiark. Like, why did this shit go down? Zodiark's personality, goals, and motivations are known. Hydaelyn through restore balance. Zodiark was created to restore order to the frank fabric of reality and immediately tempered his creators. The Hydaelyn reveals that Zodiark required the consumption of half the population's souls. The Estinien consider Zodiark the world's true caretaker. Those who created Hydaelyn consider him dangerous enough to shatter the world to steal away. Zodiark's true disposition after Elpis separated from him is acting on instinct to the collective will of his souls. We already fought and we beat Zodiark. I'm trying to, because so we know that Zodiark, when Zodiark was brought in, he immediately like tempered everybody. Or tempered certain followers. I don't know. I'm like reading through the lore here. I'm not exactly clear. Zodiark, embodiment of darkness, will of the planet, Theris made manifest, and the original primal came into being when the convocation of 14 sacrificed half the population to induct a summoning to avert the impending final days that befell the world. Convocation member with the title of Elpis made himself the first offering to farm the core that the calamity was averted. Zodiark enthralled the convocation, who then sacrificed another half of their race to restore Theris to habitability. So hold on. So if I got the timeline straight here, the 14 in charge basically said, all right, we need to sacrifice half the fucking planet to make a god to save us. They said all in favor, and they said yes. So boom, down to half the planet. Half the people are gone, but the planet is fucked up. At this point, when Zodiark, their god, came into being, he immediately enthralled them, and then Zodiark basically said, yeah, this planet isn't livable, which sacrificed another half of the remaining ancients, which then restored Theris to habitability. And that restored the planet, but now you're down to just a quarter of the original Ascians on the planet. Then a faction of those ancients under Venat disapproved of Zodiark's presence. Oh wait, hang on. Convocation through the calamity of Verz, and through the convocation, they then sacrificed another half of their race to restore Theris to habitability. A faction of these remaining ancients under Venat disapproved of his presence, along with the convocation's plans to harvest the lives of the new races that would develop on the planet in the future to resurrect those they had sacrificed. Elpis sensed this from within Zodiark and separated himself to resume his duties in the convocation as a primal to peacefully restore the conflict between two groups. However, Venat's faction sacrificed themselves to summon Hydaelyn, a primal who would oppose Zodiark with the power to divide things into weaker reflections. The two primals battled until Hydaelyn's defensive blow divided Zodiark, and with him, Theris split into 13 reflections and the source. So I don't know if there was actually a battle, because right there, it seems like she just straight up walked up and was like, nah, we're not doing this shit, and just instantly fucking shattered the world. So I guess in that cutscene, had she already become Hydaelyn? 'Cause it seemed like she was Venat there, but maybe not. Maybe she was already Hydaelyn at that point. Let me see. I was reading the wiki, so let me look at chat. It's her throughout time. Oh, no, that's old. Spring Meteion at Caramel Apple before you go into space. You have some stuff that can be done off stream too, but not a whole lot. I understand that too. Zodiark literally saves the star. Well, I think so. Zodiark saves the star, but he saves the star. I mean, well, half the population is sacrificed just to create the Aether to get Meteion to fuck off, and then half of the remaining is sacrificed to restore the planet to a livable condition. And then they were going to sacrifice all future life that came to restore those who had already previously been sacrificed. And so I think that's when Venat said, nah, fuck all that, and decided that she was going to make Hydaelyn and break the cycle of sacrifice, basically. We still don't know what Azima's doing. Azima's just exploring the world and fucking around. Zodiark delays the final days, but as long as the Ascians are incapable of perfusing dynamis, they'll inevitably die. Either the final days or through any of the methods that Meteion saw. Zodiark getting dunked down was a feel-good moment of the age. Says Venat sundered the world because humanity was doomed to repeat their mistakes. And they said in Shadowbringers she's primal, so she made the maker. I still think the cute moon bunnies are behind all of this. I don't trust them. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Well, so from what... My guess is shit's gonna go down here, and then we're gonna go to the Ethereal Sea. We're gonna speak with Hydaelyn herself, and she's gonna be like, oh, now that you know everything, you know what we must do. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna use the moon not as a spaceship to escape the planet, but instead we're gonna fly the moon to the edges of fucking space and have a giant space battle with Bird Girl, who is apparently gonna be fucking darkness incarnate and have shit dripping out of her eyes like some weird fucking horror film. Does that sound about right? I think that sounds about right. Oh yeah, and back on the other discussion that I wasn't partaking in because mid cutscenes, I would fully blame Hermes for this, because you could say, well, but I don't blame Hermes for the reason a lot of y'all blame Hermes. So Hermes, Emmett Snuck brought up how Hermes was like, what is worth life living, and then it discovered that life wasn't worth living, and because life wasn't worth living, Meteion's conclusion was just that, eventually all life is going to perish. But despite that, despite that, Meteion didn't have the fucking power to make life perish whatsoever. Meteion literally said, like, because of that, we're going to go to the far reaches of fuck off nowhere, and we're going to gather up all the despair and all the bad feelings, hence all the dynamis, and that she would then bring destruction to the star. And after hearing that shit, fucking Hermes is like, all right, yeah, I'll fight all these people off, and you fly away and complete your mission, baby cakes, and I'm just gonna wipe everyone's memories, and we're gonna see if mankind is really worthy to live. So yes, 100% Hermes is to blame for fucking everything. Because even if you forgive the creation of Meteion, and even if you forgive the fact that he told Meteion he had an obscurely worded question, he still basically said, oh, you're gonna destroy the entire universe? I bet. And then stopped the other people from stopping her. So, yeah, basically, Hermes is 100% responsible. Peakhead, dickhead. Peak tier. No, Hermes did everything wrong. Hermes is the one to blame here. Meteion is not to blame. No one else is to blame but Hermes. Hermes is 100% the reason that all this shit goes down. Which makes sense, because Fandaniel is the Ascian that I've disliked the most. So, you know, that's par for course, basically. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. I have to go to a kid party. All the kids in the neighborhood are getting together and like bringing gifts to donate to less fortunate kids, and there's cookies or something. I don't know, but we're bringing the baby, and so I need to be there because, you know, appearances and all that jazz. So we're gonna wrap up. Before we stop, so is there anything I can do? Can I play it all on my own, or is it like, fuck no, you need to wait until you can stream to continue from where we're at? Like, are we strictly at a, you know, here and onward is only stream shit? I mean, obviously I could go do, you know, I could do like this shit on my own. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Some of it. I need more than like some of it. Like the busy, if there's busy stuff where it's like, okay, run and talk to this person, run and talk to this person, run and talk to this person. I'd rather knock out all of that shit off stream so that the stream can be like the fun, spicy shit. There's a good part in Garlemald to stream. What about all the shit that's about to go down in Charlene? Is that stuff I have to stream, or can I knock that out? The immediate future you can do off stream. After 2 or 3 cutscenes, you can do that. I'm hearing mixed replies here. Also, I don't know if that dungeon thing is accurate, Devin, because so when I went into the dungeon, I picked up boots at the start. No, I already had the, did I have the boots? No. Yeah, no, I got the boots in the dungeon, and then I tried them on and was like, whoa, I'm edgy. And then I got the chest at the end. But looking at the loot table, the first boss is only supposed to have the helm, and the second boss is supposed to have legs, and then the third boss supposedly has everything. But I think what this comes down to is I don't think that those loot tables are accurate. Scythe looks okay. Wait, in the immediate future you can do off stream. There's a good part. Garlemald. After 2, Charlene you can play off stream. So if I go talk to Crele and all that shit, when should I stop for the next stream? Like what is the point where it's like, all right, stop and wait till it's stream time? Because I'm probably gonna play later tonight, just laying in bed. Story plot wise, for people following via stream, I wouldn't do main story quest off stream. I've already done part of the main story quest off stream. It's just the like important shit we're doing on stream, but there's a lot of just like super heavy, this is what we're gonna do, blah 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 blah, dialogue type shit. I'm just trying to figure out how far I should go off stream to keep the good shit on stream. Because what you gotta realize is, like, if we're only gonna play the main story quest on stream, it's gonna take me another fucking 2 weeks to get through the main story quest. And, you know, we're halfway through December. 2 weeks from now, it's like Christmas time and shit. I don't want every single stream on the channel to be Final Fantasy. There's other games I want to stream and other games I want to play. So I have to make progress off stream. That's just, you know, it is what it is. I have to. I'm gonna talk to a couple people before going to Garlemald. So basically when I go to Garlemald, that's probably where I should wait for the next stream, is what it sounds like. Stop when your friend to show up with things you need. And they tell you to go to Garlemald, basically. Alright, well I will play through the stuff, and then we will recap. The next time I stream, I will recap, and then we will do the Garlemald stuff on stream, and whatever comes after that. Because, I mean, otherwise it's just me streaming Final Fantasy every single day, and you know, being a variety channel, that is not what my channel is about. Like, Tuesday, I'm going to want to play Halo for the reset. I'd like to jump in and do more Icarus. Friday, we were talking about going back to For Honor for the For Honor event. And so, really, that means I could only stream Final Fantasy, like, Monday, Thursday, maybe Wednesday. Like, that's just, you know, it's not enough. As vague as I can, there will be a dock scene. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Anyway, we are wrapping up here. I need to go. This thing starts at 3, so I have, like, basically enough time to change my pants, and then I gotta be out of here. So, I'll catch y'all later. Probably no night stream, but I'll be back tomorrow with more than likely more of this.